Hello, Leos. This is Queen Amun Ra coming to you with your general reading, Leos. Let's go. Let's see what your cards have to say, Leos. Let's see. Happy new moon. Happy new moon. We're in the new moon phase. So hopefully you have decided in that last moon phase where you may not have felt nurtured, protected, secure, and appreciated. We had a full moon in Leo, right? So let's see. The moon is moving into Pisces. So Pisces can make you feel emotionally overwhelmed, trying to make some decisions about some things, right? Right? So something having to do with an organization, maybe a spiritual organization. Here we have the Seven of Cups. We also have the Wheel of Fortune. We also have the Temperance card. We also have the High Priestess. And we also have the Death card, right? So something has definitely ended. You have a guardian angel. It looks like somebody comes from a long line of people who like to save the underdog. Like, I feel like somebody is like, on the side of men who feel like they're at their lowest point. I feel like somebody roots for people who are like widows in their community, motherless children, teen moms. I feel like somebody comes from that kind of a background where you have a very specific assignment. And so that could also need you to start seeing things at a higher frequency too, because that can also, there's a light and dark side to that as well. See the death, death rebirth card. So I definitely feel like somebody could be easily manipulated if you had already up front decided, I want to align myself with some energies that I feel like is the underdog. If you don't know the full story, right? There's nothing wrong with having compassion for people, but I feel like some people may use their I feel like in this situation somebody maybe have tried to use something to their advantage. And so now on the rebirth side of things, and like I said, you have a guardian angel that's watching over you, where I feel like somebody's going to feel lucky to have moved on from something, right? And the temptation is still there. Definitely the temptation is still there to vibrate on a lower frequency, but I definitely feel like from now on somebody's going to be using their intuition, right? It could be some kind of somebody who is, it could be a Taurus, because that's the first card that came out, the Hierophant card. Or somebody you may have felt like caused you to, their energy, what's on the cusp of Taurus? Aries is on the cusp of Taurus. Gemini is on the cusp of Taurus. I feel like somebody had to start seeing things from a higher frequency, really. Like when you just like really had to start paying attention to some things and decided to move on from some things. Like, okay, somebody's not telling me the whole story here. I need to cut some ties with some things. Here we have the Queen of Pentacles, the Empress card, the Ten of Pentacles, the Temperance card, the Tower card, and then also the Four of Swords. Yeah. Queen of Pentacles here. People hold you in very high regard, but I definitely see you cutting ties with some energies. Just saying, there's certain energies I need to move on from. Like, I need to stop being stubborn. I need to stop being bullheaded. I need to stop letting things disrupt my peace and throw me out of balance. So, I need to move on from some things and start looking at it from a higher frequency. And I think somebody's loved one on the other side is going to help you to do that, to help you balance things out, help you to balance things out. A Tower card. Something definitely, two situations in particular, I feel like somebody felt like their temper was about to go out of control. Maybe felt like, somebody didn't tell you everything and put you in some situations, Leo. But I feel like from now on, paying attention to your intuition is going to help you, like really sitting down, Leo, and saying, okay, because your energy is directed outward, before I take some kind of action with my fire, right? I'm going to sit down and be in receiving mode, and I'm going to start writing out a list of pros and cons. See this dark and light tower right here? this pillar, excuse me, I'm going to start looking, moving forward. I'm going to start paying attention. I'm going to start listening to my dreams, my downloads, what's being said, what's not being said. I'm not going to just jump to conclusions. I need to start paying some attention. I need to be in that feminine energy because I'm too tempted. You know, it's trying to tempt me to vibrate on a low frequency. Here we have the Ten of Pentacles and also the Four of Swords. Again, Source needs somebody to just go ahead and get your rest because now, right now, you're focusing on legacy. What do you want your legacy to be? What do you want your legacy to be? Like I said, somebody comes from a very spiritual background, and we're not talking about this. It could be religious, but a very spiritual background where you really do root for the underdog. You root for the underdog. Anybody where you feel like society has kind of sort of tossed to the side in any way, shape, form, or fashion. I feel like that's when you feel like I don't know. I mean, it could be ministry for somebody, but it's more or less just like those are the energies that you feel like you're really drawn to, those types of energies. But again, there's a light and dark side to that as well, because if people know that if they can just tell you certain things based on what they know about you, then all of a sudden you go in, you're a fixed sign, you're fixated on helping certain energies without even knowing all of it. But I see that changing. Here we have the Ace of Swords, the Four of Cups, Two of Cups, Five of Swords, the Eight of Wands, and also the Four of Pentacles. You have Eight of Wands here, Ace of Wands, excuse me. That's where your breakthrough is going to come in. It's just recognizing that somebody was able to pick up on the hurt that you've gone through in the past yourself and really play on that, right? Play games on that. Two types of situations in particular you may have gone through in your past yourself, and somebody was able to pick up on that, Leos, and play on that. So here we have the Four of Cups. You don't have to sit around and ruminate over this anymore. This 4 and 7 is 11. 11, get off the fence, step into your own light, like Source is trying to tell you. Is like this, the sun illuminates this moon right here, and Source is saying move forward. The new you is going to start weighing the pros and cons. We're already in divine masculine and divine feminine energy. We're already whole as it is, right? So it's really trying to be in healthy divine feminine energy, like listening to what people are telling you and saying, okay, before I jump to conclusions because I'm trauma bonding with something, I need to really pay attention to like, okay, what's being said here? Somebody's not sharing, somebody's not telling me something. So a soulmate I feel like a soulmate either is coming across somebody's path that's going to help you, or they're already in your life that's going to help you to see things like, okay, somebody's not telling you something. Here we have the Eight of Wands and also the Four of Pentacles. So you don't have to give a whole lot of attention to this other than just, like I said, get as far away from those types of energies. Get as far away from those types of energies. Let's see, Leos. Yeah. Because I feel like some of the tower is definitely going to fall on some people who manipulated your emotions. Karma, the energy that they sent out to the universe coming back to hurt you is going to it's going to come back and hurt them in the long run. You may or may not get a chance to see it. Here we have the Hierophant card again, the Chariot card, the Seven of Swords, the Eight of Pentacles, the Two of Pentacles, and also the Knight of Pentacles. So Hierophant card came out again. So it's two things in particular somebody was really being stubborn about. And maybe because of religious beliefs, maybe because I felt bad, other things have happened to people, and I didn't want to add to somebody's pain, something. But here we have the Seven of Swords, and this card right here, it looks like, as it relates to your reading. So 7 is where Source is making everything make sense, right? It's like, you have this thought about some energies outside of yourself, and it's like somebody's holding on to some secrets. Somebody's not telling me something. Like I feel like something isn't right. Go with that. Go with that first mind. Somebody is not telling me. So, okay, Source, now with me and you need to talk. Show me what I'm not seeing. What is it about my spirit that's connecting with something outside of myself? What is it? What is it connecting? Is it something that I should be that I should, get away from? Like, what is it that's not, something is not connecting? So here we have the Chariot card, right? So we have the 2, 8, and Knight of Pentacles, right? I'm sorry, yeah, 2, 8, and Knight of Pentacles. So your legacy, I'm looking at everything lining up perfectly for you and somebody, whoever you're building a legacy with. And two things outside of yourselves that somebody's been really stubborn about. Like somebody, like I said, it all stems from your bloodline of being like rooting for the underdog. I don't want to bring any extra pain to anybody. Something, but again, somebody wasn't telling you everything. Somebody was maybe telling you something about somebody else outside of you. Somebody wasn't telling you, they weren't telling you everything. The source is about to make everything clear to you, crystal clear. And that's the only voice you really want to tune into, is this, the voice of source telling you, so that you don't tap into, so that you don't, there it is, signs, yep, signs, all kinds of signs. Instincts are the message from the inner divine. Instincts are the message from the inner divine. So pay attention to all of those signs that source is trying to send to you. This is where somebody has to, and I've been talking about feminine energy for a while. If you want, this is where you want to sit down. This is feminine energy. This is feminine energy, right? Somebody's going to feel very, very lucky. This is feminine energy. Your feelings. This is feminine energy, right? Something was eating somebody from the inside out. Like, okay, I know something is something. I'm not sure what it is. Something was eating you from the inside out. When somebody, like, I had this gut feeling. It's just like, I can't stop thinking about something is eating me from the inside. Source is going to make it all clear to you very soon. I am always mindful, live only within each moment I have. Yep. So continue working hard, continue operating in your light, and Source is trying to get somebody to sit down and start writing out some list of some things. Start journaling, paying attention to what you're writing in your journal. Number 4, I am stable. You bring stability and rationality to any situation. You are the rock, and your hard work and your perseverance make you a dependable friend, partner, and colleague. Yep. I feel like somebody's going to land on the bright side of the number 4, getting away from it's my way or the highway, and any energies that's like that, especially if people are preying on, your own pain. You bonded over trauma, and they like, oh, okay, so if I tell them this, then, they going to miss something in me. Somebody apologizes for hurting you. Somebody apologizes for hurting you, Leos. Like I said, I see somebody finally deciding to move on from something, but I feel like before somebody dashes in and tries to save the day, I see somebody from now on saying, let me slow myself down and let me start paying attention before I start trauma bonding and, sharing stories and all of this. So it blocks my spiritual vision, where I certain things I don't want to see certain things. I'm going to start paying attention. Here we have affirmations for integrity. I choose my words wisely. My words are creating my reality. My speech matches my actions. I keep promises to myself. I am consistent. I am punctual. I accept the moment. I resonate with the highest truth. That is what I have for you, and I will see you all on Motivational Monday. Bye.